this piece has notches that fit it back into the button kit here. So you need to make sure to apply the graphic straight with 2 of these notches. For the box pieces, you can just line it up with a little hanging off, smooth it out like so. On this side piece that has the button on it, you'll want to be very careful to find the divot between the wood and the actual plastic mechanism here. And it will be a very slow process to get the cut going in here. But you can see there's a tiny gap that a blade will fit through around there to cut around this button here. And then you can trim the rest as normal. You can line your graphic up, making sure that all of the corners are covering the panel. Cue up a corner, anchor with your cutting hand, making sure that it does not move. Cut off a corner, stick it down while it's lying flat. You can then flip this over and peel it right on. Then you'll want to go in and smooth it out, and it'll be ready for trimming. First thing you're gonna want to do is clean the surface that you're applying the graphic. You're just using isopropyl alcohol, but anything, pretty much anything will do, so long as you're not getting the wood paneling too wet. You have to apply the side pieces vertically because the pieces are in 2 parts and the graphic is designed to be all one piece. So in order to apply it, the easiest thing to do is to take loops of tape, low adhesive. I'm going to stick those in a few places. This is going to help us line up the actual vinyl graphic. You're going to take your side piece with the backing still on, and you can use those tape loops to line up the piece vertically on your cabinet. This provides enough adhesion that this will loosely stay, and you can then check your edges. All of our graphic kits have about a 1/4 inch extra on all sides. So you want to take account for that when checking if your graphic is lined up. You can just use your fingers, make sure that it is lined up. Be sure to check the bottom of the cabinet. Make sure that it is all lined up and it's going to fit on your panel. So puncture 45°, and then try to apply even pressure. The less do-overs you have to do on your cuts, the better. It's more likely to get you a clean cut along the edges here. You want to make sure to cut your graphic flush against this trim everywhere, including the curved corners. Any exposed gray adhesive means that that spot of your kit, your graphic kit, is prone to peeling off. So you want to make sure to get all around the edges of every panel that you are applying. You're going to have to remove the control panel from the kick plate in order to apply the rest of the graphics in this graphic kit, both the kick plate and all of the box pieces here. But after you've done that, you can do the same tape loop trick to line up your kick plate graphic, again accounting for the extra 1/4 inch of graphic that you have. To help you line up the kit using the same rules. Trick, as with the side panel, the only thing that you'll want to keep in mind with the kick plate versus the side panels is that this panel is recessed into the cabinet. So when you're going to stick down the vinyl, you want to make sure that the vinyl is as into these corners as possible. This graphic is meant to be cut off, but it will be easier to cut along this edge the further in this graphic is to that corner. For the window decals, make sure that you clean the windows before applying the decal. Our window decals come like this. There's a transfer paper applied on top of the actual graphic and a backing paper on the back. You're going to want to carefully peel off the backing paper, keeping the vinyl attached to this transfer paper. Be careful because these can peel up off of the transfer paper, so go as slow as you need to. Once you have the exposed adhesive, you can line up the decal wherever you want it on your window and start to stick it on. You want to make sure that this is thoroughly pressed in onto the window before attempting to peel off the transfer paper. If you have problems with the vinyl peeling up with the transfer paper when you go to transfer it, it means it's not stuck down enough and you need to go back in and really press in. Once you feel like it's properly attached, you can go up and slowly start to peel the transfer paper off. Again, going as slow as you need to so it doesn't pull up off of the window.